Yes! Here we go!
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and you are listening to the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, the place to find my Raw and Uncut in podcast form. And in this episode, I gotta talk to the Angry Cowboys fans out there that is rocking with the channel. Each organization's mission should be to bring home a championship. Every player on the team should have the ambition and the drive to want to chase that Lombardi trophy. So, in some cases, the Dallas Cowboys organization is an SBOB organization, Super Bowl or bust. The reputation surrounding the Dallas Cowboys is that of a championship caliber. Whether you look back at the 70s or look back at the 90s, the Dallas Cowboys have a legacy of high-quality football as well as drafting and developing Hall of Famers. That's what the 3- and 4-letter networks see and what they project out to the ones who watch, Cowboys fans included. The 3- and 4-letter networks expect the Dallas Cowboys to be that of a championship caliber team every year. They compare the teams to the best teams, past and present. Also, with business-savvy Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys have been a staple with a huge football network like Fox. Having the biggest reach across the United States, the Dallas Cowboys are a mainstay in people's living rooms everywhere that the NFL reaches. That can either make you a fan, like it did for me, or it can make you despise the Dallas Cowboys. With more visibility, with more people paying attention to you and what you do, you will have those who are against you and what you represent. You will have those who don't like what you say or how you say it just because you have more visibility than them and they want it, whether you deserve the attention or not. Not only that, you will have those who are rivals do everything in their power to take the attention away from you and to focus it on them and their ideas and beliefs. I'm seeing this the deeper I get in the content creation game as well. Maybe we'll talk about that in the members only portion of the podcast. So if you're not a member, I highly suggest that you hit that join button and become one. But anyway, this is where you have fans who are hired at these different organizations, these different sports networks. Analysts who are not afraid to bring their fandom to work with them. Remember, these analysts are analysts second, but fans first. They come in and give their opinions about the Dallas Cowboys. The fans of the other 31 teams who don't like the Dallas Cowboys will pollute their comment section with this anti-Cowboys rhetoric and flood their views and ratings. The more they see that, the more they pander to that demographic, which also poisons some fans' minds about the team that they're talking about. In this case, the Dallas Cowboys. This is why you hear some Cowboys fans repeating the talking points from these networks. Things like, the quarterback shouldn't be getting paid that much money. The Dallas Cowboys need to make it to the NFC Championship in order to be relevant. This player is ass, or that player is trash. With these talking heads drumming these ideas into the minds of some Cowboys fans, they start to parrot the same ideals, leaving reality in the rearview mirror. I truly feel a fan's expectation is one of the biggest reasons some fans are in tears at the end of the season, or the reason why some fans are putting a hole in their flat screen TV. It's because of what we're being fed by the 4- and 3-letter networks. On almost every sports show, the Dallas Cowboys are expected to perform to the highest standard. They are expected to be in the playoffs every year. Being the most noticeable franchise in sports, the Dallas Cowboys are expected to be in the NFC Championship game every year. And when they're not, everyone loses their damn minds because their expectations weren't met. Forget who's actually on the team and their level of play. They're expected to achieve great heights because they're the Dallas Cowboys. You don't see the Jaguars being talked about in this manner. You don't see the Cleveland Browns being discussed like the Cowboys, good or bad. You don't hear about the Miami Dolphins not winning a playoff game in over 20 years. It's all about the pitfalls of one of the most popular teams in sports, the Dallas Cowboys. But this offseason has shown me a lot about Cowboys Nation, the darker side of Cowboys Nation, the pessimistic side of Cowboys Nation, that side that would cut its nose off despite its face, the ones who will give up when they're the closest instead of adding in order to get where we want to be, the ones that will demand a player be traded or released due to the fact that they didn't meet their expectations, the expectations of a Super Bowl victory. Those same fans wonder why they're disappointed more than happy with the team. Some will put the goalpost a little closer by saying Dak hasn't even got us to an NFC championship game. I forget, with things like the NBA in-season tournament, people truly think it's okay to be fourth place, third place, or second place. People are fine with runner-up. Man, it's hot as crap in here. I keep sweating and stuff. Woo! But anyway, they are fine with consolation prizes. This is something that has been trumpeted by the 4 and 3 letter networks over and over and over again. We don't talk about the Dallas Cowboys until the postseason, they say. I can bet my bottom dollar that if the Dallas Cowboys didn't make it to the playoffs, that would be the first and last thing that they air on those networks. So that guys are not being relevant until the postseason is the same thinking Cowboys Nation has when we're trying to see the best possible route to the NFC Championship without looking at the opponent in front of us. That's the same style of thinking that one would have when a player is planning a victory party before even playing the game. Putting the cart before the horse. Putting the NFL playoffs before the regular season, because no matter what First Take or Speak would tell you, the regular season is as important to this team as the postseason. If you cannot ball out in the regular season, I bet my bottom dollar you won't ball out in the postseason. Also, while I'm on my soapbox, let me reiterate my fandom with the Dallas Cowboys, because some people in the comments section love to throw out there that I'm a Dak lover. I'm a common sense type of dude. I'm starting to realize that common sense ain't too common nowadays. Just because I want to see the Dallas Cowboys in the best possible position, it automatically categorized me as a Dak lover to the pessimistic Cowboys fans. Let me put this in layman's terms and draw this out in crayon so you guys actually get it. If you are tired of the job you are currently in, you are sick of it, you have had enough, it is time to move on, do you just up and walk out of that job? Or do you plan for a better job, seek out a better job behind the scenes, and leave said job for that better job? With the Cowboys, statistically, Dak Prescott has been a great quarterback. Elite? No, but great. He has helped this organization stay relevant and in contention during his time as a QB1. 9 years he's been in this league with only missing 2 playoffs, one due to a season-ending injury. Why would anyone want to crumple up that piece of paper instead of using the eraser is beyond me. I'm for the Dallas Cowboys eventually moving on from Dak Prescott, but I believe doing it now would hurt the Cowboys more than it would help them. Without a viable replacement for Dak in-house and ready to take over, I would think twice about replacing the quarterback position. Some of y'all would yell Trey Lance or Cooper Rush. Those same people are fine with experimenting, with gambling with the most important position on the team while actively trying to chase a Super Bowl. Those people were the same people who complained about Amari Cooper until we got rid of him. Those are the same people who begged for Zeke to be traded without another power back to help us in the red zone. I do remember them yelling, Tony Pollard can do it. Get rid of Zeke and allow Tony Pollard to take over. You got your wish. What happened? Even with the declining Zeke and Pollard at RB2, we got further than we did last year. I've gone on record by saying they should extend Dak and draft his replacement in 2026. This way, the future quarterback can be developed instead of being tossed in the fire on day one. We're currently scared of a rookie left tackle going up against Myles Garrett. We would be petrified about a rookie quarterback going up against the #1 defense as well. Let's shoot for that instead of literally going all in and surrounding the quarterback that we have with great talent. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, do I love Dak? As a person and a giving human being and a child of God, I absolutely do. He continues to do a lot for the DFW on and off the field. He's a great quarterback and leader, a leader that can elevate the play of great players, i.e. CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, Jake Ferguson, just to name a few. How is he supposed to elevate anyone on that defense? Touchdown throws don't work with elevating the defensive play. Heart does. And if you ain't got the heart, you can't expect to get it from your quarterback or your coach or the owner of the football team. Only said player can do that. So as we continue to be the laughingstock of the NFL because the fan base continues to be so divisive, I'm going to remain optimistic about the players on this team. I am about rooting and cheering for them with zero expectation. I'm going to hope for their success and be extremely grateful if we get further than where we've been. I will not place crazy expectations on these players like they got to make it to an NFC championship game. I am going to rock with this team this year, next year, and 30 years down the road, Lord willing. No matter who's calling the plays, no matter who's running the ball, or no matter who's under center, I will remain DC for life. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. I had to get this off my chest because it's been festering for a minute, y'all. How do y'all feel about what I've said during this podcast? What is your take on being a Dallas Cowboy fan? Let's have that conversation in the comment section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboy fans, drop a like on the video and share this content. If you are DC for life and want to help the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel reach its goal of 10,000 subscribers before the start of the regular season, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I go live, release a video, or a podcast episode. You know, I tried to be that guy that didn't use the block button. But in order to preserve my sanity from all these pessimistic trolling fans, it is what it is. So if you come to this channel to harass other Cowboys fans, don't be surprised when you're unable to locate this channel in your search bar. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out.